All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Action.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of boards, recorder videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live stream at Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition online role-playing adventures. Yes, I know our webcams are slightly screwed up. I do not have a configuration for this current attendance. I'm joined as always by my wonderful friends, Chris playing Valravn, the Eladrin Bard of Eloquence.
Hello.
Heather will be joining us soon, playing Frey, the Halfling Barbarian of the Beast. Rochelle is back, playing Celeste, the half-orc Sun Soul Monk.
I'm alive.
I
have less hair, but here I am.
Several successful saves later.
She's rocking the bald head.
Raymond joining us soon, playing Edmund, the Human Alchemist Artificer. The baby aggro is very real tonight. And Reese playing Thimbleweed, the Thrycreen Swarmkeeper Ranger.
Hello.
Stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday. Watch all of our streamed sessions here on YouTube, but read weekly session recaps at roguewatson.com. Watch my behind-the-scenes, no players allowed live series Crafting Icewind Dale every Monday and Thursday. Head on over to our live post-session discussion Frostside chat after our show tonight. You can also listen to all these live D&D shows with the Rogue Watson podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. You can follow me on Twitter at Rogue Watson and join our official Discord server with invite link into the description below. If you would like to support the channel, please check out patreon.com/RogueWatson. Patrons get exclusive access to private videos, custom 5e content, and participate in monthly DM roundtables and private Patreon D&D games. Shoutouts to new patrons this week. Chris! Not this Chris.
Not me.
No, you don't support me like this other Chris. Shoutouts to this Chris. For our campaign, we use Roll20.net. For emotional support doesn't count. Video chat, we use Discord, and for streaming, I use Open Broadcaster software with Streamlabs, but he will support Big Nut. Music is by Kevin MacLeod, and our amazing original character art was done by Jimmy McClure. You want to do a shout out for any nuts you're eating right now, or do you want to wait till later in the evening when the nuts come out?
I haven't finished any of the bags. Well, the hazelnuts are almost gone.
Oh,
there's like 6 left in this bag.
You heard it here, folks. And 6
I've
start the
decided
counter.
I'm decided I don't actually like raw pine nuts. They're not
you
actually very. I actually don't.
But you gotta finish the bag.
I gotta finish the bag at some point. I don't know.
It's just week 18. Like, I hate these pine nuts so much.
Yeah.
Previously on Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, NASA's teleportation spell dropped them hundreds of miles east near the towering Reged Glacier. The Marshals collected themselves and rested inside a magic hut. A revived Valin was grateful for the rescue and was more than willing to see this adventure through to the end. The Marshals now possessed the Codicil of White, a holy relic of the Frostmaiden, and Frey had her divine blessing. She attuned to the book, gaining additional powers, and found a magical incantation. By reciting the Rime of the Frostmaiden, the power of the goddess echoed off the walls of the glacier, splitting it in half and unlocking a way inside. Valish and Nas opted to stay close, but behind the rest of the party, letting them take the brunt of the danger. The path led to a small tunnel of smooth glass. I cannot fucking talk tonight. The icy caves were dark and foreboding, with voices echoing off the walls. The first cavern held a crashed ship, which Nas identified as a Netherese sky coach. Inside lie several headless skeletons and a damaged lockbox full of treasure. But some flickering lights in the nearby caves gave way to floating flame skulls, which began launching fireballs into the cavern. Flame skulls spoke a long-dead language, but their magic was still painfully potent. The party rushed to defend themselves, some carefully retreating while others charged into the smaller side tunnels to destroy the magic undead creatures. Pretty much we pick off right after that fight.
Just destroyed the flame skulls.
Yeah, which I think we mentioned this in Frostlight chat, I think, or maybe just afterwards. But Valen, and I appreciate you guys didn't meta knowledge this, but Valen would probably realize, and she does mention the fact that flame skulls are magical and cursed in nature, and that they have a tendency to not stay dead. So some provisions will need to be done to ensure that these things do not just simply revive within the next hour or so.
The similar flame skull to the one we fought years ago.
That's right. Are there any forges that we can dump it into a chunk of metal in?
Good references.
Other than that,
She does mention that you technically something as simple as dispel magic will remove that effect, but there's 4 of them.
yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, we did just get a bag of holding.
That's true.
I don't know what we do with it, but if we wanted a bag of holding full of flame skulls,
I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
Yeah,
I feel like that might come in handy at some point. I don't know.
it sounds useful, especially if they multiply in there.
That's right. We just form a society in the bag. We open the bag like months later. And they've just settled.
Mm-hmm.
Does Rochelle need to level up?
Oh, yes, she does. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh, yeah.
You do.
Yes, she does. We did hit level 12. Are you prepared to level to 12?
Well, it's just an ability score improvement, so I am.
All right.
I can handle that. So, I'm just going to improve my wisdom because that's my spell casting, like save stuff, and my spells have been kind of like super weak.
Powerful spells.
So that's all I'm doing.
Oh,
Character Mancer.
yeah.
Is it going to roll for me automatically? I don't remember. It says apply changes.
Hit points should be your first option
Uh-oh.
when you...
Why did I not say that?
I think it defaults to average, but...
Oh, it defaults. Let's roll. Ah, that's better than
average.
There you go. I recall we all did very badly rolling hit points.
Yeah,
recently.
you're the only one who got above average actually this level.
All right, so that's it. And then I get like another key point.
Nice. You are filthy with key points now, I think.
13 of them. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, the configuration. There we go. What? Sorry, what's the hit point total?
123.
23. All right. There's a solid, ridiculously upper tier, middle tier, and then
I'm only third best.
Yeah, the D10 Ranger too.
That's crazy.
A little crazy. And I don't believe you actually took any damage last session, because of your evasion. Flame Skulls were launching fireballs in there, and you were just matrix dodging around them.
Nice.
Yeah. In fact, I seem to remember we utilized that to make them stop doing fireballs by getting you right up in their face.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you can see the chat, Rochelle, but they are sending you all kinds of love and support. And
Thank you.
last week, you did get voted MVPC as well.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, chat. Reese showed me also the character art, which was really, really sweet. Made me tear up a little bit.
Yeah, shout out to Nick/Demnix, who also does those amazing song lyrics after every session. Made some really good art, which, with your permission, I could share it on the Discord. And
yeah, absolutely.
I might try to do it in Frostlight chat. I wasn't prepared to share it tonight. All right, so yeah, you all, if you want, you can You can shove 4 flame skulls into a bag of holding. And
okay.
Do it.
see what happens. I have to look
Don't
up what
think
the
about
bag
it,
of
just do
holding
it.
means.
No follow-up questions.
Just we can never open it again until
That's
need to.
my question. Is a bag of
Just-
holding?
Do it.
No question. Okay, no questions. Fine.
No
I'm not-
questions.
Who's carrying the bag of holding?
That's a good question.
Not
Who's got the nuclear device strapped to their back again? That's just wondering.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. There's 4 of them.
There's 4 of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Does
Go
What are we doing with
it
them?
has notes about breathing creatures can only be in there for so long, but these things don't breathe.
So they're dead, but in an hour they're gonna come back to life.
That's what Felin has
And-
said. Yeah, they will start to rejuvenate.
And these things are little flaming skulls that shoot fireballs at people.
Yeah,
They're little
they're
assholes.
great at kids' parties.
So
And
Little
bags of
assholes.
holding are impervious to.
that's. I mean, see, these are some of the follow-up
we'll
questions that
find
Reese didn't
out.
want me to ask.
Raymond, welcome.
You are thinking way too hard about this.
We're
Just put them in
doing
the bag.
We're doing a very
So-
Raymond-like solution to the flame skull. Valin warned you all the flame skulls are going to regenerate, and Chris suggested putting all 4 of them into your new bag of holding.
What's wrong with that idea?
Exactly.
They're just
maybe nothing.
Debating the merits of it, I guess. Actually, they're debating on who has to carry the bag now.
Right.
Are they in
Yeah.
there?
I mean, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Sure,
Why not?
yeah, you can put them in there.
Yeah.
They're dead right now, so they're not. They
Right now
can't.
they're just 4 skulls.
They're just 4 skulls. Yeah, Valin has just said that they are like cursed magical objects that will regenerate in about an hour.
As long as we keep the bag closed, they will never.
I mean, essentially,
Or
it's
we
putting
can
them
open the
inside
bag
their
real
own
quick.
like dimension.
Right.
So I don't think they can escape on their own or anything. On the other hand, if you were to try to open the bag, I guess
Yeah.
you don't know what's gonna
That-
happen.
So, like, sink the bag to the bottom of the ocean. Or
we could
something.
do that too.
Yeah,
No, we gotta keep the bag of holding.
Or
You can't use it if there's
We'll find a
Well-
use.
skulls. Skulls. Okay.
just give it to
I'll
somebody
hold the
else.
bag.
Yeah, next time a bad guy is like, "Give me your money," be like, just take my purse.
yeah.
And then they're just,
No,
it's the ultimate glitter bomb like situation, really,
Yeah.
for package thieves. Yeah, just open it up and it's flame skulls all in the bag.
At the end of this adventure, if we don't use it, the post credit thing will just be a city street, and there's just a bag sitting on the corner with a sign that says "Do not open."
Now I want to see like somebody like while Robin just goes to buy something, he's just completely forgotten, and he just reaches in there to get his money, just pulls out one of the skulls, and his eyes go wide, and then it just cuts to black.
Yep.
All right, but yeah, who is carrying the bag?
I'm holding it.
Okay.
I've got the flame skull bag of holding.
All right, the flame skull
Write
bag of
that down.
holding,
It's written down.
authenticated and everything.
Wait, you
One
put
of
all
one.
the flame skulls in the bag of holding?
Yes,
What could go wrong?
What could go
determined
wrong?
that was the
Not
best.
a
Yes.
thing. Not
We
a
didn't
thing.
stop to ask questions.
I love it. It's a very D&D solution to this problem.
Dude, it's gonna be a great like Molotov cocktail later.
Right?
How big are the skulls? Like skull size?
Yeah, the size of a human skull, generally.
I didn't know if they're like.
Yeah, like giant skulls.
No, they actually are classified as tiny, so I think they're literally just human-sized skulls, but they do like float and have fire wreathed around them and everything. So
Then how big is a fireball when it's being cast? It's like a pinpoint, right? Or something.
I'm very intrigued by your line of questioning now.
I'll figure it out. All right.
All right, you want to try to aim this thing?
Just open the
You're
bag. Okay,
definitely
flame
using
skulls,
this
go!
as a
Look, I want to
tactic.
turn my flame skull bag of holding into an ICBM tracking with a laser pointer.
We just assume that the skull is going to shoot fireballs at the first thing they see. We just open the bag at someone until fireballs start coming out.
I mean, that seems to be their MO. To be
Yeah.
I
fair.
mean,
Looks
you
like-
just shake it every now and then,
Yeah.
and then like
agitate
stick
them,
an eye and close it
agitate
real
them.
fast.
it looks like a fireball is smaller than a skull when being cast. So,
Oh, until it explodes. Yeah.
Yeah.
all right.
And also, if you did not recall, at the very end of the session last week, Valen did animate one of the dead skeletons, which is headless because its head is one of the flame skulls. Just because she's got animate dead and she's a necromancer, and that's what they do.
Can we reattach the head?
You could, but you still have the problem of it being a flame skull that would eventually probably re-flame skull itself.
But then you have a body with a flame skull for a head.
That seems like a
I'll find
slight
a cleric
upgrade for the flame
that
skull,
wants
but I'm
to
not
kill
sure. You think it would be grateful?
Yeah, like, oh, I got my body back.
I got my body
Cool,
back.
thanks,
I don't need to shoot fireballs at everybody.
Maybe start putting all the skeletons in the bag as well, and they'll thank you for rejoining them.
And says, "This one is mine."
All right, well,
That's my
someone in the
funny
body
bone.
too.
Some of you are quite injured after the fireballs, but some of you are not.
I'm
I
fine.
appear to be fine.
Lord Marbury's almost dead.
Well, Lord Marbury, yeah, he'll just hang back. It's-
Should I put your nag out of its misery?
Lord Marbury just neighs at you indignantly.
I take
Stomps
that as a
his
yes.
I miss my giant goat.
Your goat did
Goats.
explode. Yeah, that did happen. Always pull something else out.
Yeah, is
Alright,
there
well,
anything else in the bag of holding?
I
We'll
don't
never know now.
believe. Yeah, actually, you ironically never checked it, but no, I will tell you no, it was just an empty bag of holding. But now it's a bag of holding with 4 flame skulls. The tunnel continues down to the lower left, as well as there's kind of a large cavern to your south, but it's a drop off of about 20 feet with this ridge.
Can I sneak ahead?
Indeed, with a
Sneak ahead.
This you won't use. That's good. As he,
Embarrassed how
as
long
he
it
pulls
took the
one
rest
of
of
the
us to
flame
process
skulls
that.
out.
I'll also cast detect magic.
Mm.
Okay. Presence of magic.
Won't it just like keep
30 feet
pinging
of
off
you.
your flame skull bag? Or does the bag prevent the magic from seeping out?
I feel like that's a good Jeremy Crawford question because I do not know the answer to that. But at
We'll
what
find out in a second.
I would imagine all your magic items are just lighting up in general. So it's
Yeah,
I don't
and
think
it's not
anything
like-
within the bag of holding would light
It's
up.
not like detect magic is an alarm. It's like you just see colors. At least as far as
Yeah.
I understand it, you
So,
just
I mean,
see magic.
Yeah, the bag of holding
That's
would
called
always.
acid, Chris.
Yeah, I see magic.
So yeah, all your various magic items are lighting up, but the skulls are inside the bag of holding, so they wouldn't necessarily.
So here's a question about the bag and the skulls.
Yes.
If you read the bag of holding, it says something about breathing creatures inside the bag surviving blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Well, I assume you breathe oxygen. And I assume flame skulls need oxygen to relight.
That's a good
So
point.
they may never light up again.
Does magical fire?
It is
Right,
magical
does
fire.
magical
It technically
fire
doesn't have to
require oxygen?
follow real physics. Yeah.
Does cursed undead
There's
fire
nothing about a
require
flame
oxygen?
skull that has to follow real physics.
Let me Google that. Does cursed undead
Does it
fire
not need oxygen to light its magic fire? That is a hilarious point, but I guess the answer is you will see. But yeah, as of right now, you do not notice any extra magic besides all the various magic items and summoned creatures that your party is trundling along.
There is a legitimate Reddit thread about putting flame skulls in bags of holding.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
And we thought we were just
Wow.
being super cute
Wait.
and clever. That's
Okay, I guess it's been done.
it's been done. It's been done.
Yeah. And
But
yes, they
anybody-
say because
has
it's
anybody ever
magical,
put
it doesn't matter.
4 flame skulls in a bag
There
of
you go.
holding? I don't know about that.
Somebody
Maybe we should
get
start a thread.
Guinness
That's
World Book
right.
of Records on the phone.
Yeah. All right, Thimbleweed, you
I'm
sneaking down
going.
this
I'm
tunnel?
going.
Okay. I didn't know if you were sneaking down this tunnel or the big one.
What big one?
There was the drop off one. That was
It's
to the
too
right.
late.
Yeah,
Give me
yeah.
a stealth. Give me a stealth
You're
check.
gone.
Give me a stealth check. We'll determine how gone he is from Volrobin.
Mm.
Thimbleweed, frost-covered blocks of stone jut from the floor of this 10-foot-high cave of ice. And you see a skittering along the stone, and it's pitch dark in here, but you've got dark vision. Is a hunched humanoid creature that's just kind of got its ears perked up, and it's twitching in a very unsettling manner. It looks like the closest you would be able to compare it to would be a kobold.
Okay. Does he appear to be doing anything? Just, like, listening?
Yes, appears to be listening very intently. As if, obviously, you all... you're stealthing very nicely, but obviously you guys just had a major battle with explosions in the previous room moments ago.
All right. Do I see anything magical?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go forward a little bit more.
Give me one more stealth check. Off those stealth check rolls.
He's fine.
All right, you're able to get close enough to definitely tell that it is a kobold, but it's not... doesn't look or act like a normal kobold. You can... wait a second. Give me a religion or arcana,
No.
history, or
Really not.
nature. I'll take any of those four.
Oh, all right. Nature is a little better.
Depending on, the skill. There'll be some information you might get.
Yep, a little better.
A little
Yeah.
better. You can just tell something is very odd about this, what appears to look like a kobold. And it's also very much on, you can also tell when any creature, animal or humanoid, is on high alert and like really like looking around for danger or something. And that is the state that this creature appears to be in.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Nature's Veil. And ask him what he's listening for.
Hang on, I gotta, bonus action, you magically become invisible along with any equipment you're... Okay. So you become magically invisible. Alright, and when you talk, it is telepathically, as we know from your Thri-Kreen nature. As soon as you speak to it, the creature freezes. And, like a deer in headlights. Just like... And you see it hiss. Very unnatural, and as it does so, it brings back, and you see sharp fangs in its teeth. And it does like kind of like a cat, like... And then it just darts out of the room, just scampers away, like leaps and jumps, like does this like leaping from wall to wall, and just scampers away down a dark tunnel around the corner. And you hear this little like hissing just bouncing up the wall.
Wonderful.
Okay.
First contact.
Feral kobolds running around. That's wonderful.
All right. I'll go back and relay this information.
Oh, well. Suppose we should be on high alert as well, then. Whatever this creature is, it doesn't sound terribly hospitable.
I don't think anything in this place is hospitable.
That is fair.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about this drop off. How many feet is it?
It looks
Yeah,
about 20 feet. Yeah, Blend mentions, like, I don't see how anything could survive in here. Anything living, at least.
Oh. So maybe it's not.
Isn't that right, old Bonesy? And she slaps the headless skeleton. The skeleton gives a thumbs up. Yeah, this is about a 20-foot drop off right here into a, looks like a larger cavern with, what can you see? You definitely see some more ruins down there. Or more ruins. You do see ruins down there. So I guess what you saw previously was a crashed ship.
Hmm.
I believe Edmund is giving off the light spell that Valen cast on, or maybe like a torch she cast on you, so that's why you're all seeing things lit up
Ah, yeah.
pretty well, so.
Okay.
What?
I was just gonna like jump on my horse to get over this drop off.
Yeah, I was gonna fly down there.
Okay. Yeah, you go first.
Okay.
I'm right behind you.
Right
I'll
behind
use
you.
the writhing tide to have my bugs find me down there.
Okay. Everybody do your...
Oh, Reese, did anyone tell you I made a little adjustment to your character sheet?
No, for the better.
Yes.
I renamed everything. I coded it. You have to figure out the
It's in a
code.
cipher.
What is it?
Let me pull it up again.
I think we turned some of your stuff into a checkbox instead of having to...
Yeah, so your gathered swarm now is now a global damage modifier. So whenever you do, you just have to click that button before you hit the damage and it'll auto roll it. You don't have to do it yourself later.
Cool. Thanks. Do that with piercing also.
Mm-hmm.
We renamed it swarm damage instead of piercing damage.
Sounded cool.
Yeah. Thanks.
So yeah, as you guys start making your way down, either with flying or climbing abilities or something.
I'm gonna climb down.
Yeah, Valen says, well, that's fantastic, but if any of you have a rope or something, afraid I'm fresh out of magic boots and insect things.
I think I have magic
Yeah,
boots.
I was say, don't we have some magic boots that she could use?
Just extra magic boots. Just take these extra magic boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have my boots of the Vendrune I can let her have.
Wow. I guess
I don't think I'm wearing them currently.
I'd have to check. I think you might be right.
I think it's the book, my axe,
And the belt, yeah.
and the belt. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just toss the boots back up to her.
All right, I guess we have to retroactively say that she attuned to them in the long rest before, but if we're okay with that, then yeah, she can have the boots.
Let's tell her to figure it out.
Now you can fly! Like,
That's
it's flat. Yeah, this works.
Evan's gonna float down with his winged boots, and as he does, he pulls out a ball, and as he floats down, he climbs atop a mountain goat.
A regularly sized mountain goat. You probably stop at the position a giant creature would be at, but then it's just a small goat and you just kind of fall down. Finally, it's starting to come back around. We're getting smaller creatures now.
I guess. Apparently, I need to use this during high stress times.
That's true.
The big ones come out.
As Thimbleweed is like scouting up ahead, he hears the sound of mountain goat hooves.
Mountain goat.
Oh, now I need a mountain goat. Never pulled one of those out.
You're right. Just a normal ass goat. Goat, comma, normal. I will add it to your journal. It has 4 hit points.
Really? Boy.
Polar bear does not.
It's just a normal ass goat.
We're so unused to just normal animals in D&D.
I know. Not giant, not dire,
Yep.
even angry.
Just a goat.
Can I scout down this tunnel to the left down here?
Yeah, give me 1 second to catch up to
Okay.
this room. All right, there's your goat. You should have control of it. This room, sparkling icicles as long as long swords cling to this 40-foot high roof of this cavern, the floor of which is strewn with frost-covered blocks of stone and a toppled pillar. Embedded in the east wall is a glittering stone tower that appears to have crashed through the ceiling long ago. The exposed wall is cracked and has a few small holes in it, but is otherwise intact.
What the stone? Okay, it looks like a stone tower like crashed into the cave.
Yes, appears to be this thing to the east. And then these
Okay.
are pieces of rubble from said tower.
There any kind of like holes to get into the tower or anything? Windows?
Not windows. You just see there's cracks everywhere, which is why you can kind of see inside of it, and you do see it looks completely like rubble strewn and whatnot.
Can I try to hit it with my axe and make a hole?
You could try to hit it with your axe, sure. And
I'm not gonna be nearby when you do that.
yeah.
Wait, hold on.
What?
He just described the giant sword icicles on the roof of this cave.
As you hit it with your axe, a ringing goes out around
I knew it. I was like, wait, hold
around
on.
the cave, and you see
I did crit it, first off.
Wow.
yeah, I guess you recklessly attacked the tower.
Hell yeah. Constantly.
Okay.
It's never not on.
It's a natural foe.
That's right.
It is a thing that is in my way. It is an impediment in my way.
Yeah.
So therefore it has to go.
All right, I'll describe a couple of things happening. First, you feel like this tower is constructed out of pure charlatan, so it's a magical hardened material. However, your axe is also magical, and you struck it with a very mighty blow. So you maybe get another little chunk out of the way that you feel like,
Is it fray sized?
yeah, maybe it could be fray sized. Like even it would be hard for you to get through. Like it would be, but you are exceptionally small.
Mm-hmm.
However, the other thing that happens is that the entire a loud clanging sound goes off around this cavern, and immediately many of these large sword-like icicles begin dropping. However, the scary thing is when these things drop, they don't just drop randomly. They appear to drop like guided missiles, and several of them literally try and drop onto you all. And we're going to use the old token fate to determine who is going to be struck by these. Which I will include
boy.
Lord Marbury in here.
Great.
Finish him off.
That's
Finish
right.
him.
Just an icicle through the head. That'll do it.
Edmund, I need a dex save, please.
The goat should be in here too. The goat being.
You know, he did land on the goat, and the goat is about the size of him, so I'm gonna spare the
he's-
goat.
Okay.
All right, you are okay. As you manage to dodge a sword-like icicle slicing downward. I can just click it again. All right, Thimbleweed, give me a dex save, please. Another excellent dex save. You are safe for now. Valravin, give me a dex save,
Frank.
please.
It's one of those things like he's literally saying the words as she like raises her axe.
No.
A dex save. Does that not work? Nope. Why not? There we go.
Wow. These are 17,
Or
19,
is on the back
25.
of Lord Marbury right now, so maybe the whole thing just flies past
Yeah.
him as they're flapping around.
Valravin, give me another, please.
Oh, come on. Okay, yep.
22. All right. Up some more. Celeste may have to roll for her, if you will, please. Dex save. 4, 5. All these are freaking phenomenal.
Yep. She also she just naturally dodges that shit.
Yeah. Thimbleweed, give me a dex save.
Boy, how many of these things are gonna?
2. That's I'm counting them. 1, 2,
He's
3,
gonna go till
4,
he hits somebody.
5. No, I've got a number. Jesus, look at these.
Perhaps your number should be over because it's not
Crazy.
working for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so not, and nobody's gonna get attacked more than twice, which is why I'm changing it a few times. We've done Thimbleweed, so that's between you all, and it's gonna be Edmund. 1, 2,
He's
3,
brave,
4,
people.
5, 6. This will be the last one.
He went until he hit somebody.
You know, right?
12 is gonna get struck by one of these
I need
things.
to roll better than that.
Yeah. Do you want to flash a genius it?
Makes it 17.
All right. With a 17, you just using your intellect, you kind of see the patterns before you and you dodge out of the way as this thing moves in to strike you. And as it does, you all look down and see that the ones that struck you, these icicles appear to be alive. They're wiggling like worms, and they have like these weird horned mouths with like rows of teeth in them, and they're just kind of flopping on the ground. And they are slowly trying to like crawl back to a wall.
Wish them.
Yeah, can
Can you
we
like
just
stab them and stuff?
Yes, absolutely. You could be stabbing them, and they'd appear to just kind of, they do like a curling thing that like worms do. But yeah, they just they die pretty quickly once you start stabbing them.
Wow. So these were like predators on the ceiling dropping on people. Like,
Dun, dun, dun.
okay.
While this is happening, and you people are all dodging all of these living icicle creatures, Thimbleweed, as you began kind of going down this side tunnel, from out of some corner of your eye, you see a creature that looks similar but larger than the one you saw before, suddenly leap at you from a wall, and it tries to sink its teeth into you. I don't think a 17 is going to work, though. With your
No.
mighty AC. Yeah, it like clanks against your chitinous armor. And then before you even have a chance to react, and the rest of you are, still dealing with these icicle things coming down, it just seems to like poof into nothing. And you look around and it's just, there's nothing there.
Does he still detect magic on?
He does,
I-
and detected no magic. Well, you detected magic for a moment, I guess.
For a hot second.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make a perception check? See if he's around.
Sure. You think you see the faintest bit of mist trailing into one of the cracks of this tower.
Can I cast Hunter's Mark on it?
There doesn't appear to be anything to target. That's the only thing that stands out to you.
No footprints in the snow.
No.
I cast Fairy Fire.
On what?
That area.
The area of
Mist.
where you last saw it? Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light, your choice. Okay. This is a deck save. You cast the spell and it seems successful, but nothing is lit up that you can see. Like looking through the cracks that you can see in the tower.
Okay.
Even though you're sure that you aimed it correctly and nailed everything and tried to do that.
Okay, my detect magic is gone now.
I'm actually gonna give you a point of inspiration though for doing your best to like track this thing down.
Like chase that thing down. You're gonna let it go.
Yeah.
I
You were so quick on the like fuck.
forgot any spell that could work on that.
Right.
Yeah.
Tried, but he seems elusive.
The ranger is still inside the bug.
Yeah.
What even was that? I heard you doing things, but we were a little preoccupied.
Yeah.
What the hell are y'all doing back there?
Attempted to bite me.
Oh dear. If I'm putting two and two together here, Miss Validen a moment ago mentioned that nothing living could be in this cave, and now you're describing a creature with fangs trying to bite you. We may have a bit of an undead problem on our hands.
Oh, is it getting away so fast?
If I were to like, I don't know, I would not metagaming, but even Robin's been like, all right, these have got to be like probably vampires of some sort. Would he know anything about that, or would yeah? I don't know if there's a check.
Give me a religion arcana check, but with disadvantage.
Okay. Religion or arcana.
I'm waiting for a gnome to burst out of Thimblecrean's chest.
The cycle is complete.
He rolled a 1.
Yeah, it's.
He thinks vampires are fanged kobolds. That's what he thinks they are.
Yeah, you're basically just not sure what they're capable of.
Yeah,
Or if this is what you're dealing with, or it could be something else entirely.
Right. Okay.
You said this thing's made of shardlin?
Oh yes, sir. Yes, all this shit looks like it is. In fact, you and Valin probably have the same reaction as you both like stare at this tower and these ruins in awe because they look ancient.
I just broke you off a big chunk too.
And yeah, Frey was desecrating it currently.
Then tell Villain, back off. I saw it first.
Can I swing at it again?
I mean, we killed the worms, right? The drop worms.
I love how you had a terrible consequence from the first time. The second time, she's like, "Can I do this again?"
Well, when
I suffered no consequence.
That's true.
When I thought it was just icicles, I would have said no. But now that I know it was like living creatures up there that she triggered, I was like, oh yeah, she triggered them. It's fine. It's over. There can't be any more drop worms up there, can there?
You could just look up.
Yeah. Do we see any more drop worms in the ceiling?
You could, with your flank abilities, you can go up there and make a probably a perception check.
All right. Yeah, I'll do that. Just do a little.
I hit it again.
Little pass.
I crit again.
What on earth is happening?
Are there icicle swords still from the ceiling?
Yes.
Can I duck in the side
Yes, you can.
hallway?
Can I get out of here?
Yes. Yeah, Valin and Edmund, I'll let you make your own reaction to this, but Valin is definitely horrified by you beginning to crash into this thing. Like, we don't know what kind of magical power is stored in these things.
Not much, because it's not doing shit. I'll swing again.
Hold on, dear. I have a perhaps slightly more elegant solution to this problem.
Oh, let her keep breaking off chunks of shardlin. I need more.
Well, my solution gets you more shardlin without all of the clanging. Well, Robin will pull out the little drill bot. We have a drill bot.
Ah, you do have a drill bot.
Whose whole purpose is to drill holes for us.
If only
all
we
he
had
lives for.
something. That is true.
Can I peer through this crack? Like, look at
Yes.
it all angles?
Yeah,
What do I?
yeah, pretty much.
What is? It looks like there's a pathway that back there.
It's let's see. What do you see?
I mean, I have to stand like right here in the middle.
'cause- so you're trying to move your token and see. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So you can see inside from the cracks, and you see very little appears to remain inside the tower itself. It's just snowy ground basically. You do think you see a skeletal body with like robes, and the path you see seems to just end at the other side of the tower. It actually looks like it's a full tower. Walls are there, but you see the other side of the tower is also similarly cracked and ruined on the other side. But when you peek in, Edmund, you're kind of startled because the inside of the tower, the inside walls feature these shifting geometric patterns that are constantly like moving and interlocking and forming shapes, and it all looks very like just high-tech magic, the likes of which you've never seen before. And Frey's just over there hammering at this wall with a giant axe.
Mm-hmm.
Edmund says, "Wait. There seems to be great technologies on the other side of this wall."
Frey swings again.
Sounds like I really want to get in there, huh?
I mean, Frey, I already said it's basically big enough for Frey to get in, but I think she's trying to open it up.
If it's big enough for me to get in, then yeah, I'll climb through now.
Yeah, I think that was the case before.
Just make it a little bit bigger.
But and Paul Rowan does have a drill bot as well.
Yeah, meanwhile, I will set the drill bot to carefully, perhaps not so destructively.
I'm drilling holes into this thing.
We have to get in, don't we?
No, I do, but not you.
I guess I
Hey, you're supposed to get in. You can't fit through here.
You see Edmund start doing something, and then all of a sudden he just like dematerializes.
It's him! He's the vampire!
He's the gas. The mist. Kill it.
None of y'all
kill
really
it.
know what happens though, but all that's left behind is just a goat.
All that's
He
left
turned
behind-
into a
He
goat.
turned into a goat.
Why would you do this?
We knew it was gonna happen.
And chat
Yeah,
is
I
saying
just-
you have not updated the crit counter.
Right,
by
I just
now.
realized that. Sorry.
I just float on inside.
I crawl in through the hole, so
Yes, and meanwhile, Thimbleweed, as you surmise, this tunnel leads back to that other room that you saw that one creature in. This southwestern tunnel that you went down, and then there is another southeastern tunnel down here. Yes, Edmund, you with your gas form can get inside, and Frey, you with the vicious holes you made can climb in just by virtue of your small nature. And yeah, inside you see this magnificent, the entire interior of the walls are just decorated with these crazy shifting patterns on the walls, kind of glowing faintly. And then on the floor, pretty much the only thing left amidst the floor, everything else has just been destroyed into rubble, is the skeletal remains of some figure wearing a white robe that's very stained and old and dirty.
does it still have a head attached?
This one does have a head attached.
Frey removes the head. She's not taking any chances.
Just to be sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Valen has her
yeah.
face pressed up against her. She's like, "What do you see? What's in there?"
She just sees the head come flying at her.
Ah! Flame skull!
Yeah.
Edmund, you can give me an Arcana check to study these walls. Very good. Describe to me how you study them.
I get up close and I mean, does it look like buttons or anything, or is just
Just magically
I
glowing,
want-
shifting walls.
I might as well just use these. I pull
Ah.
out these eyes of minute seeing and inspect very closely. every inch I can. I got my winged boots. I can fly up top if I
Yeah,
need to.
yeah. You, through your study and your knowledge of everything that you've learned so far, you are able actually to ascertain what this tower was used for, and it appears to be designed as a tower of respite and just restfulness. And you believe that any spellcaster who rests in this tower, even just a short rest, may be able to regain spell slots, at least to some kind of limited extent. So the tower itself has kind of restorative features towards spell slots.
It seems to be good for magic users. Didn't do much for the skeleton, this fellow here. But, anybody out there need a spell slot restoration? Continues to float around.
I could use.
So could I.
Tell me about the hole.
Probably,
Like,
probably yes.
is there anything important around the hole Frey created?
Or it
Can I
looks
tell her
like
to keep chipping?
Yeah, it looks like the area that she. I mean, the tower's already been damaged, but it's still functional even with its damage. So you imagine with the damage that she did wasn't any more extensive than what the tower already suffered.
A door or something? Or
No, you're not sure what. It looks like. I mean, this is not the tower has been just embedded into the ice, so you're not sure even where the floor normally would be in this tower or where the ceiling normally would be. So it's just like a chunk of a tower, presumably in some level of this tower, has been just embedded in this ice from like floor to ceiling. So no, there's no windows, no doors. It's just pure tower, but there are openings that you can see just based on the damage that this tower took. So, and you can hear Valen say, "Yes, this must have come from Aethern itself."
if you can make your way in here, it would do quite well for you to rest in here. If no one's opposed, I'd say Frey can keep chipping. I guess there's no point in.
Hold
You
on.
think-
You guys keep ignoring my damn drill bot.
Drillbot looks sad.
Yeah.
It's making little R2D2 noises.
What can your drillbot do?
Let the drill bot do its work.
Page
Right.
1.
Frey scrambles back out her little hole. There's nothing cool in there.
It just drills. That's all it does.
All it wants to do is drill holes.
No, but does it make a drillbot-sized hole?
Yes. Well,
What's the point? You're bigger than drillbot.
I think Drillbot's actually pretty good size when it unfurls.
Are they?
medium.
I mean, I guess I probably should have clarified that.
I mean, I could tell the drill bot to not drill forward, instead drill a human-sized shape.
Drillbot, human-sized holes, please.
That's right.
Sure.
Also got a headlamp. I just forgot about that. Drillbot, turn on your headlamp.
Poor Drillbot's never got any love.
Yeah. I
guess
don't know.
should've-
Does it say how fast it can churn up the ground around it? Potentially, that's an attack thing. I don't know if it says outside of combat, like how fast it drills.
Right.
It doesn't really
Yeah,
say,
I probably
it
should have
just
clarified.
drills.
It just drills.
I assume it wouldn't take it too long to drill through
And
just a, you know.
I mean,
stone
Chardalyn is
wall.
very, Chardalyn is very magically hardened material, and yet, as you recall, you found this thing in a Chardalyn dig site where it was literally like digging up Chardalyn, so it was kind of built for that.
Yeah.
So it says, "This is Rime a Viking."
Go, Drillbot, go.
So yeah, you
Really
guys,
kind of.
you guys can wait a moment and allow it to do its thing, and it would probably make a big enough tunnel where at least all of you could crawl in tunnel wise. Lord Marbury would probably have a harder time
Yeah.
getting in, but you could at least make a small enough entrance where all of you could uncomfortably crawl inside in this tunnel.
Frey's
Lord
gone out.
Marbury doesn't need spell slots.
Frey doesn't. She's left. She's like, I
Yeah.
don't need your damn
Frey's done.
wizard tower. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I can move you guys in there.
Frey would like out, please.
Oh, out of the yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing for Frey in here.
Yeah.
Her and Lord Marbury can hang out outside the tower.
I love that nobody inspected the body yet. The skeletal remains.
Well, we're.
Yeah, now you guys make it inside, and you see that this
Skeletal
is
remains are now missing a head.
this. Yeah, they are now
That's true.
headless.
We inspected a little bit. We took its head off.
Took its head off. Fair enough. Just to be sure. Yeah, but the tower otherwise has the same crumbling walls on the other side. Appears to be embedded. And presumably, if you wanted to, you could use the same drillbot method to do either side, or you guys could rest in here.
While we're short resting, I'll have Drillbot make us a door on the other side too.
Okay. Can do that.
This place will restore our spell slots.
I will explain it to you when you short rest. Are you short resting now?
Damn. I wanted to cast spells, but I don't know how many spells I can cast.
Yeah, how much does it restore?
With your 21, I would say you're reasonably sure that it would just restore a spell slot and not one of your top spell slots either. Mainly because of the damage this thing has sustained. You're surprised this thing has any magic left in it whatsoever.
All that effort just for one measly spell slot.
I'll take it. I didn't have to do anything.
That's right. I just walked over.
Well, in that case, I'll just heal myself a little bit with my level 1 spell slot. Regain that.
Sure.
Do you get the temp hit points?
That also does happen. Yeah.
Short rest.
25?
15. I like the optimism though.
35?
How many people does that affect?
72.
6. Up to 6.
Up to 6.
And
So me
that's all of us.
twice?
That's all of us and the Pegasus.
And
I'm not giving temp hit points to the skeleton or the goat. I'm very sorry.
what about Valin?
Oh. I'd rather give it to the Pegasus.
Oh man, that's rough.
He needs it more. You can just
Valin... resummon him, can't you?
Well, with a spell slot. But that's high
Oh my.
level spell slot.
Okay. Is she really worth a spell slot though?
That's a
Wow.
level 4 spell
Wow.
slot. Hey, she's got HP. I'll heal her. If she
I
wants to
am
have this
gonna let her
argument, I
roll
will have this argument.
Yeah, she's gonna roll
Just-
some hit dice.
Don't let her know, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to make it a big show. It just like happens, and the rest of us feel
That's
temporarily.
right.
You do have
She
your
don't
Song of
know.
Rest though, I believe, right?
Yeah, Song of Rest is on. Yeah. That's a D8, I believe, now.
How many Charlatan pieces are we able to gather?
How about you roll 2d4 plus 2? Feeling very generous because there's a lot of material around here.
2d4 plus 2?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Unfortunately, in terms of the real like good shit you're able to work with, you find the bare minimum, but that's still a probably the best haul you've had in a long time.
I'm gonna attempt to craft some arrows for Thimbleweed. I need a 15.
Wow.
Here you go, Thimbleweed. Here's 5 arrows.
Thank you. Throw it on the pile.
Random Equinox wants to know if Edmund can convert a flame skull into an arm-mounted flamethrower, or maybe a scorching ray cannon.
Welded onto his arm.
I saw somebody mentioning attaching the flame skull to Drillbot.
I feel like all of these just go terrible for it. This flame skulls still want to kill us. That's the root of
Yeah.
the problem.
Yeah.
I was thinking about going behind the kobold, saying nothing personal, kid. Dropping the flame skulls and running out.
Yep, deal with this.
Like that.
How
And
do we remember me how we're dealing with Lord Marbury's short resting
uh,
situation?
you can roll hit dice for him. What is his?
His,
Roll a 1d10 plus 3.
okay.
And he has 7 of them, I guess,
Okay.
if we really want to keep track. But I think I average it out to like he gets to heal from 2 short rests.
Gotcha. Yeah. I might just use them all right now because he got really hurt.
He did actually get really hurt. What do you take, like 1 or 2 fireballs, just straight up?
Yep. Just straight up. Yeah. He just. Yep.
Also, because of the magic of this tower, all of you can regain a spell slot of 3rd level or lower.
Wow.
Hit dice.
Yeah.
It is. And I'm not sure I'm done yet.
I guess it's got a good chunk of HP.
He does. Well, that's. Now I'm done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's get 2 left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then, yeah,
Okay,
Melena's absolutely loving
level-
this tower and fascinated. She's like, this is a monumental find. We haven't even found the city yet. This is fantastic.
Am I getting any kind of like voodoo off my book about which way to go?
No.
From my mind pictures?
And at some point during your short rest, all of you hear a inhuman, cackling, screeching laughter echoing off the walls.
Daddy, that was me.
Is
Walls
that your
here,
little
the
mist
walls out
friend?
there.
Walls are everywhere. You're hearing this.
If Frey hears that, she's gonna laugh back
Yeah.
because that was like her thing for a while.
That's true. It also echoes around.
We're gonna create some laughter communication here.
All right. Gotta keep our eyes out for whatever that is. Probably the fanged kobold running around.
Well, I'm ready to get out of this tower.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, where can we go? There was.
So
Yeah.
in the previous room, the one with the icicles, there was another tunnel going southeast. And then technically this room, you see there's appears to be a cave on the other side of cracks in the walls on this side, and Drillbot can effectively open that passage up for you. Move that.
Oh, you said there's something to the right?
Yes. On the other side of the tower, where there's just more tower walls, yeah, and I believe Robin mentioned he put Drillbot down and just had him going to town while you guys
Yeah.
were short resting. So he's able to make at least a big enough opening to where you can all crawl through.
Oh, so what do I see over here?
You see a dark, fairly empty cavern with more rubble strewn about, but tunnels branching off in 3 different directions.
So many tunnels.
Oh, Robin, make the bot drill over here.
Where?
The bot did drill.
Where I'm
That's
standing.
it's big enough
Oh,
where
yeah,
you can
yeah.
crawl through.
Yeah. I was already doing that.
Yeah,
These
basically
two
it opened up
yeah.
during the short rest, essentially.
Well, so now we've got like 3 different ways we could go. We could go south through the room we were just in, southwest the room we were just in, or we could go to these tunnels to the east that we're now saying. And none of they all just look like ice tunnels, right? Like none of them like look different than the others in any.
There's a spider web over here in this one, but yeah.
The biggest notable thing is you see what appears to be kind of natural stairs, almost formed into the southeast tunnel. In this room, and then Edmund, you can kind of see that same looking natural ice stairs in the southeast tunnel in this room.
They upstairs or downstairs?
They are both going down.
Go down the downstairs.
I'm going to command my goat to start munching on that coat the skeleton's wearing.
Absorb its powers. Boy, that cannot be healthy.
The goat.
Goat, right?
It is a goat.
Don't
They
goats
eat
eat
metal
metal cans? Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so. Can't be any bacteria living on this thing still.
Right.
Yeah, the goat does start eating what appears to be ancient robes. Bolin just like sighs, like,
Want it?
miracle if we can get anything. I don't know. People tend to destroy things the second you see them.
I mean, it's
There
got
there was
stings
a
all over
solid
it.
a solid hour went by before he destroyed it.
That's fair.
If she wanted to look at it, she could have.
She had her chance.
Yeah. Well, at some point, all right. Since nobody else did, she does search through the body while you're doing the robe thing, and she finds she finds a like a holy symbol, like a cleric would use, like a spell focus, and appears to be a 4-pointed star. He says, the sign of Mistral. This was certainly an ancient priest, wizard of some sort. Thing must have died when this tower broke off and crashed or something.
You just see Frey's little head from the little hole she climbed in earlier going, "Are you going to bring it back to life? Can I watch?"
Might be a good one for that.
It's like, I don't bring it back to life. I animate the dead.
Yeah, you bring it back.
But yes, I could do that. I did get another spell slot. Like another skeleton, although it is headless, unfortunately. I don't know why this one is headless.
Right through the skeleton head at her face, remember?
No, that's true, that's true. Yeah, she does probably put two and two
She saw what
together.
happened to
Yeah.
that,
Skeletons are generally more effective with their heads on, but...
We have several heads.
Yeah, we got it.
Don't you be pulling those flame skulls out now. Not until we tell you to.
At that point, y'all realize Frey is on the shoulders of the headless skeleton that she's got already animated.
All right.
It is now
Riding
Frey's
it.
mount.
Great. That probably looks terrifying. Because you're just like in place of its head.
Mm-hmm.
All right, she does raise that skeleton. Why not? Another headless one.
Buddy Bonesy, you'll stay with me now.
All right, which direction we going?
Edmund still wants to go right. He needs your drill bot.
Edmund wants to go right. All right, let's go right.
Split the body.
Yeah, we can split the party. That would-
Me and Bonesy will go south to those stairs.
really do want to split the party. There's a mist creature running around biting people. Just
Attempting.
FYI, attempting to bite people. Yeah.
What better chance of finding it than splitting up?
This man's watched a horror movie.
We're all by ourselves in the dark hallways.
Yes.
One of us will find the
One of us
monster.
will find the monster.
Yeah, and then we just alert the others.
With our
Well,
death
Yeah,
rattles.
that's the part of the plan.
Got him twice, so it's someone else's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yep.
I vote Valorant. All right, I sort of want to look at that staircase,
Sure.
but you want to go right.
I mean, if you want to legit split the party, it sounds like
We can split the party.
I was on board for that.
I don't really want to split the party.
He's seen the biting
Yeah.
monster.
It almost bit me.
It was kind of weird.
I bet the stairs lead all up to the same room.
All right, fine.
All right, so okay. Edmund is going east.
I mean, Valin will go with you, Edmund, if you want to go right.
I'm going east.
Although one of the
Okay.
East.
one of the skeletons is with Ray.
Yeah, it's my mount.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But it's still under Valin's control completely.
It's fine.
Can Lord Marbury even make it through this tower?
No.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going south then.
He's gonna barely be able to make it through these tunnels still. I mean, we
Actually,
determined
Lord
that
Marbury.
he can make it through, it's just uncomfortable,
Oh,
like
yeah.
squeezing.
Lord Marbury and Valravn will actually split up. They'll look at each other and be like, they both need our. They both these teams need our help.
I need a representative on the West team, so
That's right.
Harper, you're
yes.
in charge.
Lord Marbury will follow Frey to the south, and Valravn will follow Edmund and Celeste.
Frey, a skeleton, and a Pegasus. What could go wrong?
I hope y'all don't need me to hit anything. Okay, bye.
Oh, Thimble, you're going east?
Everyone else was. I don't really want to split the party. So.
I think you're out of luck there. I think it's happening.
That's
All right. Well, I'll go help you.
No, you can go with them. I'm good.
Oh, you're with them? You're with him?
Oh, he went with y'all.
Well, okay. No, if you're going east,
on this map and can't figure out how to go anywhere. I was trying to go east.
Celeste is the NPC, like just walking into a wall. The walking animation just keeps going.
I thought that it was up here where it curves around to the right, but I can't go up there, so.
Yeah, see, I went south because I couldn't get back in the room, so I just said screw it and said I'm going south because I'm not going to wait anymore.
Okay. Valravn and Lord Marbury will go south with Frey.
Okay.
That'll teach the DM to not have an open path.
Everyone else can go.
Everybody else goes east through the Drillbot's hole. Do you ever tell Drillbot to stop?
Yeah, once
Okay.
there's a man-sized hole, I'll deactivate him.
Okay.
Well,
I think it'd be funny if we made it like 10 sessions later and like Drillbot's still back there drilling that hole.
Eventually the tower just collapses.
Yeah. Another post-credit sequence. He finally hits one thing and the whole thing just collapses on him. Like, no.
When we come back, there'll be 100 pieces of Charlotte for me to gather.
That's right.
The Drillbot's been working at it. Well, now we can split the party even more because there's 3 pathways this way.
Yeah, so Team East, there's 3 different tunnels. This room you're in is currently empty, and there are 3 tunnels branching out from this room. One of them does seem to form a kind of natural staircase leading down. That's one to the south. Team West, you all cram yourself into the staircase heading south.
Yeah.
All right, Team East. That's what we're calling ourselves. Even though this could be some other direction, we don't know.
Yeah.
On the compass. I say 2 of us go north and 2 go east, and then we'll reconvene here again.
This is some
Once we find out.
This is some Chris Halloween special bullshit right here. We'll activate 4 different rooms. We know how to play horror games.
Right.
Then we'll come back and take the staircase all together.
All right. First, Team West is, because they were the closest, they just had to go down 1 room. You all, after going through that tight little staircase area, end up in a very large, the largest cavern you've seen so far. And in the middle of this cavern is what appears to be the top of a partially shattered tower resting on its side. In the middle of this 30-foot high cavern. Long icicles hang from the ceiling all around this room.
You were Frey.
And the icicle trigger. And to the north of the shattered tower is a 15-foot diameter hole in the floor.
Oh.
Where's the hole in the floor? Am I missing a hole in the floor?
Yeah.
I should have gone Team West. Damn it.
I sense that somebody is encountering a hole in the floor.
My hole in the floor sense is tingling.
I am stuck in a wall. Yeah,
Paul Robbins just his animation just
I clipped to the
man.
wall.
This cave dungeon is just full of bugs, you guys. I'm sorry, but it's because your fucking horse got stuck in the tunnel.
Is that what happened?
I bet that's what happened.
Okay.
Between Frey riding a headless skeleton and you on a fucking Pegasus trying to cram through these stairs, Icicle's gonna have a field day with you.
Right.
All right, that is what you see, and you can.
All right.
Process.
Can I
the
do it? Can I
information.
do a pass on Lord Marbury along the ceiling and see if I can spot drop worms? Whatever they're called.
Yes, go ahead and give me it's whatever you want to name them is going to be the canonical name.
Yeah.
Dropworms certainly sounds real menacing.
Yeah.
Sounds like something you get after you eat uncooked food.
I got a bad case of the
Got a
dropper.
bad case of dropworms. I was up half the night with dropworms. Give me a perception check as you fly up and examine your dropworms.
There we go.
Okay, these icicles, while they do look very intimidating, you know what to look for, and you are running around, and at least as far as you can tell, you don't see any of them appear to be moving or wiggling on their own. Although, to be fair, you're not sure if they would do that if they were staying perfectly still, but as you're going around, you're not seeing any wigglers.
Okay. I will inform Frey of that as I fly around.
Yeah, you do note that this tower, it's shattered on the side, but it does appear to have some intact pieces on the inside, and then there is a gaping hole in the north of the floor.
Is there anything inside the tower?
You can crawl in there and begin to check it out.
Sure.
All right. While you do that, let's go to Team East.
East.
East is the beast.
How does everyone feel about the plan I suggested earlier?
What plan?
Uh,
Are there
two
any
go-
holes?
To go north, to go east. You might find a hole.
Why are we splitting up even further?
Because there's so many paths to
Seems
explore.
Let me just sneak around, okay?
Stop trying to get us killed.
I am a ranger, sort of. Alright, I'm gonna sneak up this tunnel.
All right. Give me some stealth.
Alright. I'm getting an advantage with my chameleon carapace, by the way.
Oh,
in case
yeah.
you're wondering.
Your natural bug stealth.
Which is just going to be like a creepy white, I guess, right now.
Is that what
I'm-
it changes?
I'm always a creepy white, don't worry.
That's what they always
man.
say about him. That was my handle in middle school.
And high school.
High
And
school.
college.
Creepy white. As you very stealthily creep into this northern cave, it appears to be mostly empty except for a stone slab. Flat, slightly canted slab of stone rests in the center of this 20-foot high cave. One side is rough as if the slab had been torn from a larger structure. The slab is 8 feet long, 4 feet wide, 4 feet high, and covered with frost.
Are there any maidens?
And remind me, as detect magic, you didn't have that on, right?
It's not on there.
Okay.
No. Why? Should it be?
Just asking.
Yeah. I will recast that though.
Okay.
It feels like I should.
There is a giant slab.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
When you do that, the slab does light up with magic. Specifically, it lights up with the color of divination magic.
Divine that.
Though it is still annoyingly covered with frost.
Okay. No. Not. We don't have. Okay. I'll go back to the group. I'll inform them of that and ask if anyone has any frost resistance because I think the other people are in the other group that have that resistance.
Why would we need frost resistance?
This is a magic slab? Let's see it.
We all go north.
Can we just cast like fire on it?
Good
And
heavens,
frost.
no, don't do anything yet. Hold on. You
It'll
people, I
explode.
swear to goodness. Why do you always go with the most destructive?
I think it's frost and fire melts
Yeah.
frost. It makes sense to me.
Oh my goodness. Perhaps something more delicate.
Oh,
Let's sit Celeste out on this one. Celeste, you stay here.
We see any ice monsters, then you can use your frost, dear. Let this man riding the small goat handle it. He looks like he knows what he's doing.
Oh no.
But yes, you all can go in that. There didn't appear to be any danger, other than the thing was lighting up with magic. Team West,
That's us.
checking out that tower.
Yeah,
We are.
Robin's still like making a pass around just the edge of the.
Sure, yeah,
the
just on
cavern,
patrol.
like looking at stuff.
Ray's
yeah.
scampering inside.
Yeah, Valravin, you're leaving your little skeleton behind because it doesn't seem like he's capable of.
Yeah, no, I've just put him in like patrol mode.
Okay. Valravin, you see another tunnel leading north. From here. Also, well, I don't know if you actually can't see it from here. You'd have to.
I can kind.
You kind of see, yeah. It's,
I see something.
yeah.
I don't know what I see, but I see something.
From your vantage point flying around, you also tell that this 15-foot diameter hole appears to be a sloped tunnel leading down.
Oh, okay.
It
It's a
also
slide. D&D slide.
intimidatingly looks like a perfectly smooth, like on all sides, like just glass, pristine chute.
Do I have any inclination of what might have been able to do that? Does it look like machinery or natural or?
It's an ice worm tunnel.
Ice room tunnel? It could be an ice room tunnel.
It does. I will say it does look like something had to have made that tunnel. It wasn't like it was just randomly formed. Like a lot of the other random tunnels that you're seeing that you've been through, that presumably could have been naturally formed in some ways, but this one looks like it is unnatural because of how pristinely shaped it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So Frey,
Tunnel.
as you explore the tower, you do see that there's like a little attic section by the nose
Mhm.
of the tower, which you can kind of creep in.
Power hat.
Yeah, you're probably gonna have to deal with like frost. Everything is frozen, so it's
I mean,
just
I'm impervious to cold. I don't care.
that is true actually.
Oh yeah, Rochelle. I don't know if they told you. I may or may not be a double agent for the Frostmaiden.
Oh yeah, that's.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she gained a lot
Wait,
of
what?
powers and some drawbacks, but she's kind of in cahoots with the Frostmaiden now.
And we know this.
There was a bit of a discussion,
Okay,
as far as Frey was willing to divulge, I guess.
Eyes are glowing blue, kind of like
Yes,
the frost people.
That's very
right.
distressing for most of you.
But she hasn't come out right and told us her alliances yet, her allegiances.
Which is
You just have a high suspicion
which
because she
actually
looks
is
like
normal
them,
for her.
and she's gained their powers. But
I mean, technically, y'all don't know that part. I just have blue eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you haven't really seen anything on display. Oh, well, you have seen that she snuffs out fire around her,
That's true.
Yeah, there's
which is
that.
very distressing.
I have to now be 30 feet away from non-magical fire, or I
Yeah.
snuff it out.
Yeah, fire automatically gets snuffed out near her, and she does have the glowing blue eyes, so those are all distressing.
Great.
Yeah.
That brings you up to speed.
Yep.
Good to know.
So you do find a wooden chest hidden away inside the attic that's frozen over, but obviously just with time you can kind of start whatever you want to do to try to open it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you finally are able to bust it open, and inside you find a lot of smashed bottles and potions, but you do find 2 intact ones. They are 2 potions of superior healing.
Ooh. Put those in my pocket. Nobody needs to know what I found.
As you're looting these, a faint whispering echoes off the walls in this room, growing in intensity, and more voices join in, frustratingly inaudible. And Valravin, you're hearing this too as you're flying around, just echoing off all the walls in this room. And then a just cacophony starts building and building and just boring into your mind, and you swear you hear your own name repeated as whispers amongst the chaos of sound. And I need both you and Frey to give me wisdom saves, please.
Oh, that's not fair.
boy.
And Frey, you have disadvantage still.
Why?
You are still suffering from that lingering injury from many sessions ago, I believe.
But we long rested.
They're not cured by long rest. You need a medicine check or greater restoration.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna fail it anyway, so.
I don't know. You guys have been dynamite with these saves. Oh.
I got a +0 on whiz saves.
Oh.
I got a 1.
Okay, the comeuppance has come. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yep.
I'm lucky.
Oh yeah, you rolled.
Oh, you did roll a 1. That's true.
Yeah.
Does that work on saves?
Attack roll, ability checks, or saving throws.
All right, the halfling luck.
Yes. I mean, it won't matter. I think I still have to take the 4, don't I?
No,
I don't know. What
way
does it say?
Oh,
It just says when I roll a 1 on any of those checks, I can re-roll the die, and I must use the new roll. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so you can just re-roll it. So roll
Yeah,
1
yeah.
without any advantage, disadvantage, just a straight wisdom save.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey!
oh
Wow, lucky came through for you.
shit! Sure did.
Valravn, I have made a table for you to roll.
I've
Oh,
just
boy.
started praying to the Frostmaiden. That's what I did.
Yeah.
What table is that?
If you go to the macro and scroll probably down near the bottom, it's called Psychic Haunting.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah. If you would like to roll with that macro, that should produce the results.
I see horror looking everywhere except when I shut my eyes. You are blinded for the duration.
Oh, an hour.
Oh, is that where does it say an hour?
It says cave madness lasts for 1 hour.
Lasts for 1 hour. Oh shit!
Yeah. So this
Cave madness.
like he's got the cave madness.
I got the game.
Lucky for you, actually, you know what?
You're not.
I am gonna have the Pegasus. And have the Pegasus roll a wisdom save. Pegasus can hear.
Yeah. But is it like? I guess he can understand common.
I was gonna say, yeah, if he's intelligent enough, then he's gonna get affected by it.
He can understand common.
Yeah.
Fun fact: he's got a better wisdom save than I do.
That is a fun fact.
Probably not good enough, but
12 is gonna trigger. We're going to roll on that cave madness one again for Lord
boy.
Marbury.
Marbury and Valravn are both gonna go mad together. And get the same
Oh, roll the same one. You're both blinded all of a sudden, just stricken
Oh,
blind.
no.
I was gonna say, well,
Okay.
at least you're on Lord Marbury who can still see, but literally
Yeah.
got the exact same condition. Yep. So you
Oh
two
boy.
are temporarily blinded because of the and this noise builds for a while, then finally subsides, but leaves you with stricken, temporarily blind. Frey, you come out feeling okay, but you still know this effect happened.
Her eyes glow a little bit bluer.
We split the party because I actually have a way to help with your blindness.
Ah. Speaking of which, Team East, you are in the slab room.
I'm going to take Tumbleweed's advice before we touch the slab,
Oh.
and I'm going to light a little match, and you see it
Those
kind of
not-
glow bigger.
Which you can do because you're not around Frey.
That's true. That's true. Good thing we split the party.
Pros and cons, I guess. Start a list.
And it's going to be like this, kind of like this, Edmund-sized flame that he just steps right through, and
Wow.
he's going to be protected against cold. That was all
Okay.
flare,
Yeah, no, I liked it. That was
Yeah.
very fancy looking.
but
I'm just gonna hang back here with the goat.
With the goat.
are you talking to it?
No, I'm just staring at it.
Despite your monstrous
its
appearance, the goat somehow feels some affinity for you, Thimbleweed. It knows it can trust you.
We're having like a mind moment, but no talking.
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't command it to do anything, it acts like an actual goat. So
Yeah.
Okay, you are protected from cold for 1 hour.
What do you think this slab is, Valin?
Well, she walks up to it, careful not to touch it. It definitely appears to be Netherese. I would imagine
And then starts touching it.
it broke. Oh, she startles for a second. I imagine it might have broken off some piece from the city. If when you touch it, you can kind of scrape away. You notice there's like some writing on the top, Edmund.
Yeah.
Do you know Draconic?
No. Don't be silly. I do not know Draconic.
Let's see. Valin actually does. She looks at you first and then looks at the thing and says, she kind of chuckles as you kind of scrape it by as you look at it. It's got this script written, this very fancy Draconic script, and then this kind of large, smaller like tablet with a symbol of what appears to be an open eye. He says, well, this is not quite what I was expecting, but the words say, take the free self-guided tour of Ithrin. Press the eye to begin. This may not have been wondrous treasure we were expecting, but...
Oh, sounds like information kiosk to me.
Yet information is what we seek.
Well, I'll push it, but I won't understand what it says. It's all up to you. And he pushes the eye.
So you push the button and it glows briefly, and Edmund, you have a sudden sense of vertigo as your awareness shifts, and all of a sudden you are looking at Valin and your own body, which is slack now. And you can look around and move, and you appear to be floating above the tablet. And Valin startles, and then she laughs and says, it's simply a arcane eye spell. It's fascinating. Useful, for sure.
No.
So Edmund,
Doctor?
um,
Can you hear me, Evelyn? Can you hear me?
no, you cannot. You are, and you don't know this, but everybody else, you see a floating eye above the tablet. However, the eye, when it appears for a second, it appears for just a moment and then it disappears. And then she says, Edmund, I don't know if you've experienced this spell before, but you are now a small invisible eye. I don't think you can communicate until it's over. I don't know how the effects of the spell or what that means, but you are the ultimate scout now.
Oh, man. How much of my previous body do I retain? Like,
Nothing. You are just the only action you feel like you can take is to end this effect. But you can move.
all right. So, anything in this room left to look at?
Doesn't appear to be.
Well, then he's just going to zoom away and
Never come back.
explore.
I think I gave you control. Can you see that there's a little bit of an eye on the map? It's very small.
Oh, that eyeball?
Yep, there it is. You're an eye. It should also have vision as well.
It does.
And none
So
of
I'm
you
just,
see this.
I'm just going to make him zoom around, and, it's up to you to
Well,
change.
slow
west.
slow down quite a bit if you could.
Never slow down.
As you enter this room to the east, and again, the rest of you don't see. The rest of you just saw Edmund's body go slack, basically, and you did hear Valin talking. And she calls back to Celeste and Thimbleweed and says, "Do not be alarmed, but I think our friend has turned into a nice little invisible scout for us. Oh, sorry, my insect friend. I know you enjoyed that."
I am alarmed.
Edmund, as you enter this room to the east of the goat and thimbleweed, you see a decent-sized cavern. There's another tunnel at the other end, but in the middle of this cavern, lying on its side, is an enormous head made of iron. But nothing seems to happen. You're just a little invisible eyeball.
Okay. I would like to. Oh wait, is there a path here? Oh, there is.
There is.
Yeah, how fast is eyeball? I'm just gonna keep zooming around as fast as I can.
It's about like your normal walking speed, but you are flying.
I mean, I'm invisible. Nothing can stop me now.
All right, pause right there. Team West, you all are recovering Thimbleweed and, Robin and Lord Marbury. You were both blinded mid-flight.
Yeah. So, and yeah.
And really, it's like Bird Box. Like these effects, you are still like literally haunted by this effect. You don't want to open your eyes.
Like we're seeing terrible things when we open our eyes, but we understand that what we're seeing is like magical in nature, right? Like we don't literally think we're being attacked right now.
That's up to you to figure out, but you are suffering some madness effects. So it's up to you to determine how real your character thinks it is versus why you're feeling these effects so physically.
Except when you shut your eyes. All right. Frey probably just hears a good amount of screaming and whinnying at first from inside of the tower. It probably takes a little while for both of them to, or Voravin, both of them to, like, come to grips with like it. It probably looks like the caves coming in on them, and the darkness is coming into their eyes, and they're covering their eyes, shutting their eyes. But I feel like both of them, after probably a few moments, would kind of come to some understanding of the fact that it's visual, that that they're familiar enough with magic. They would have to land immediately, I assume.
I would hope. I would hope that would be one of the first things you do. Yes.
So very roughly, Lord Marbury will come in for a landing. And I don't know. He'll probably call out to Frey. Frey, dear, I'm having a bit of a problem.
What makes this any different than any other day?
I appear to be suffering some severe delusions at the moment.
Okay.
It's the Feywild has a lot of great drugs. This is very similar to the bad trips of one particular mushroom, I remember. It is unpleasant, and at the moment I can see nothing.
You should have led with that.
Well, context is important.
Why's your nag got its eyes closed?
I took the same mushrooms? I don't know.
We do everything together.
That's right.
I mean everything.
Come on.
I will follow the sound of your travels. Before I did go blind, I did see a path to the northeast, and what I think was light coming from it, but I couldn't be sure.
All right, we'll go that way, see if we find everybody else.
Yes.
Then we're coming back to this slide. I want to go down the slide.
Yes, of course. Suddenly I don't feel good about being alone with you. Like, I was all right with it a moment ago, but I don't know.
Now lead him to the ice slide.
Yeah. She leads him right into the ice slide. Like, yes,
here's your friends. It just does the little goofy scream.
Frey just starts to mess with your nag, so she'll just like walk behind it and go, Frey, coming to get.
More madness for you.
I feel like even in this situation, Lord Marbury even doesn't have the will to be indignant or haughty. Like he is humble at the moment.
Yeah. would be humbling.
That takes her fun out of it.
Yeah. He's
Right.
They're legit scared. This isn't fun.
We're legit like troubled right now. It's not fun for us.
Yeah.
Well, Frey is very small and probably only comes up to Lord Marbury's kneecaps.
Well, the
So
blind condition is weird because it does the way it's mechanically described. Like, doesn't mean that I like bump into walls and shit. It just means that like I fail things that require sight.
which is basically bumping
Which
into walls
could
and
be
shit.
Well, moving without bumping into
like
things.
actual like saves
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
checks.
But
I feel
you're
like
you're basically blind.
It
right
is.
now.
It doesn't.
Yeah, I could follow your.
It's
voice,
weird that
I
it doesn't
think.
spell out like movement restrictions, but like
Right,
logically we
right.
tend to impose like what would that mean? Yeah.
Because I mean, logically, because she can't like put her hand on Marbury's head and be like, "Follow the hand." She'd like throw a rope around his neck or something.
I mean, that could work.
Yeah.
We can just follow your voice or follow your footsteps. We can hear still fine, but
Yeah,
yeah, rope would probably be helpful.
yeah. She'll just again riding her skeleton. Yeah, and we will slowly make our way towards the light.
Okay.
And I have to go get the child.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, that's good timing to go back to Team East as so one thing oops, I was gonna try to move you guys.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah.
I'm literally okay, there you go. You guys are being headed north. Thimbleweed, you immediately turn around and see a procession of Frey, probably still on the headless skeleton, leading a blinded Valravn and Lord Marbury up this tunnel.
Thank goodness.
That is a familiar voice. That is heartening.
Don't you're it's mine telepathy.
Oh well.
But yes, technically.
I know that he's near. That's
Yes,
enough for Valravn
it's
at the
comforting.
moment.
There
I'm
is
in a
a
bit of
giant eyeball around here somewhere.
Oh dear. Well, can I use it? My own eyeballs are betraying me at the moment.
Speaking of which, Edmund, as you make it into this next cavern, going even further to the east, this cavern appears to have just be another empty room, and with multiple branching paths leading out of it. Every once in a while, you see kind of frightening shadows lurking along the wall or ceiling area. But every time you try and like look your eye that way, it just appears to be like just out of sight. And distressingly, you also realize that as you try to leave this room, your vision starts to dim, and you feel like the magic's starting to fade.
And if I like come back a little bit closer to my body, does it get brighter again?
It does.
Okay. That's the limit of where I can go.
Yeah.
I see multiple branches and it's a little eerie, but I will head back because I do want to explore southwest or southeast now.
Sure. Yeah, and you go back through, you see the giant golem head on its side. You see the rest of your party has come back up into this room, but nobody sees you because you're an invisible eye. And you go down and see everything I just described previously to Frey and Valravn, with this room, a very large 30-foot cavern, wide-ass room with a shattered tower on the side. And and it has that giant opening to the north.
Oh, this is where they came from?
Yes.
And the giant hole. Okay.
Yeah, which I can move you. You can get. Oh, sorry, I moved you. I might have fucked you up.
I lost the eye. There
Sorry.
it is.
You're right here.
Ooh, go down the hole.
Okay, you can go down the hole, and it does look like a perfectly. It maintains its exact shape and structure, and it looks like a giant, ice slide or chute or whatever, going down at a pretty steep angle. Down, down, down. You go for, maybe 40 or 50 feet down this tunnel before the same effect starts to happen. It starts to blur your vision, and you can feel the magic starting to fade. And you see the tunnel continues going, and it curves around to where you can't see where it ends up. But it appears to be a very, very long tunnel. I say tunnel like a slide.
I think with that I can end the effect. I think I've gone everywhere.
I think so, yeah.
So yeah, let me end the effect.
Yep.
It's like, whoa, what a trippy experience.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to explore quite far.
And then you note as it ends the effect, the entire magic from the slab actually fades away.
Oh, one-time use, huh?
Hmm.
All right, well, he's going to come back to the party, and he's going to tell them all about it, especially the east, where all those shadows lurked. He's going to talk about the head. You showed everybody the picture of the head, right? The golem?
Did everybody saw the head picture? Yeah.
All right, he talks about that, and you keep going. There's like a big empty room with shadows lurking and multiple branches off. That one's probably, well, that's the only way to go because Frey and Valrovin came from the southeast.
Well, the other way to go is straight down.
Right, yeah. The ice slide that you didn't determine. You couldn't see the end of it with your range, basically.
Right. Tells Thimble he knows how much he loves holes. He tells them, there is the hole where Valrovin and Frey came from, and my magic eye could only see so far, but it just keeps going straight drop. Not sure that's the best route, but if we were to split the party, you could go that direction.
If we were to split the party, he's still pushing it. His party platform is just split.
Split the party. That's what he runs on.
Frey didn't push you down that hole, Valrovin, and what's going on with you? Why do you look like a blind man?
A bit of a problem at the moment with my eyes or my mind. I'm not sure which. I happen to be seeing horrific visions with my own sight. I cannot see, I'm afraid.
And your horse as well?
Lord Marbury seems to be suffering the same effects, yes.
How would you like to have a seeing eye horse?
I would appreciate. I mean, yes, that'd be wonderful.
Or would you rather have your own vision back? I think it'd be kind of funny if you had a seeing eye horse and you
I was
had
gonna
to
say,
follow him around.
You're gonna make him restore vision on the horse, but not on him. This is a trust exercise now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Seeing eye horse should probably be the most useful at the moment, just so we could get around without,
He's the one moving.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't use this very often, but if you read the second part, you can cast Lesser Restoration.
Restorative reagents.
Read the second part.
You can incorporate restorative reagents in some of your works. Number of creature drinks experimental elixir you created. The creature gains temporary hit points equal to d6.
The second part.
You can cast Lesser Restoration without expending a spell slot without preparing the spell, provided you use alchemist supplies as a spellcasting focus. Oh, you just get a number of Lesser Restoration spells?
Lesser Restoration.
5 times a day.
That is actually really useful.
Well, if you got 5 times a day, I mean.
And I haven't used it at all in this campaign.
Wow.
I'm saving it just in case. But he will come up to you and put his thumb to your eyeballs.
Oh.
And start massaging.
In order to restore them, I have to remove them.
He starts gently massaging your eyeballs.
Oh.
I don't know if the DM allows it. I don't know what cave madness is, but I can clear blindness.
Yeah.
You can dispel end one disease or one condition afflicting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Yeah, that was the condition affecting it. I mean, it was brought on by the madness, but you can definitely end the condition from it. You would probably still be startled, but at least you would no longer have that physical reaction.
Like the general uneasiness of the visions is still there, but he doesn't have to shut his eyes anymore?
Correct.
Okay.
When he lets go of your eyeballs, you can see again.
My God, man, that is some.
Jesus Ulrich over here just got the healing touch.
Yeah,
See, my child.
Tell your horse to trust me. And he does it again on the horse.
A horse is more than willing to accept your healing.
Get that
hands.
eyeball massage.
Yeah, exactly.
Edmund, you can have a point of inspiration for dusting off an ability you've never used that I did not know you were capable of. Easily going around just giving the healing touch.
I've never needed it.
Right.
I guess. All right. I guess I need to afflict you guys with more status conditions then.
Blinded,
That's on
deafened,
me.
paralyzed, your poison.
Yeah. I did start the MVPC poll. Please vote for your MVPC this session. All right. You are no longer blinded.
Thank you, my friend. My vision is still slightly obscured with dark portents, but I can open my eyes now, and I appreciate it. This cave was quite scary for a few moments without knowing where I was or where I could go.
Especially with Frey guiding you.
Yeah, with Frey guiding me.
Surprised you made it out of there alive.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a blind seeing eye dog than the Frey.
All right. Well, my vote is to go see the giant head. I'm very curious about the giant head. The cave full of dangerous shadows. I could probably take or leave.
I feel like we should go to that one.
Go where?
It actually chills me, the shadowy cave. It actually chills me enough where I think we should stick together for that one.
That's probably a good idea. If we're gonna go into the cave of dangerous shadows, or scary shadows, probably do it prepared. Well,
So,
I think
yeah.
you're the only one who knows how to get to these places, so you'd probably have to lead the way.
Oh, all right. He gets on his goat and starts riding east.
Okay.
Triumphantly.
like in MMOs where you have a mount that's just one size too small for you, so
Yeah.
your feet are touching the ground.
Yeah. It's just a normal fucking goat.
I mean, I listen. If I tried to mount a goat and ride a goat, I feel like I could get a few minutes of ride time out of a goat before it collapsed or.
Goats.
I'm
pretty
imagining like
small.
a mountain. I'm not imagining a farm goat, like
Yeah.
a little farm. I'm imagining like a mountain goat.
All right.
Edmund
Goat
is
that's
5
seen
feet
some shit.
tall, so
Edmund is a pretty small human. Yeah,
it is doable.
it is, and it technically a sort of magic goat, I guess, but it ain't going very fast with you for sure. Edmund, as you waltz into here proudly on your goat mount, you do see this head that I described earlier, and its eyes light up as you approach. And
Hello, Gollum.
a metallic voice rings out from its Optimus Prime face guard and says, Teket shinla stun troll et intu vola sintret ac et ingas.
Wow.
This
First time
is
I've heard you as a DM just do a fluent different language.
this is not a language you understand.
Come again? Could you speak some common?
It pauses for a moment and then it repeats in a different language. Does anybody know Elvish?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Elvish is probably my like first language.
Well, so
Latida.
Robin, you hear the second one, and it still sounds kind of like gibberish to you, Edmund. But you hear the second one as it repeats and says, "Travelers, you are not recognized in databanks. State your name, business, and affiliation."
That's how.
Yeah.
Valravn will reply in Elvish.
You're gonna go in the room.
Oh yeah. I assume we were all following Edmund, right?
I
That was the idea.
I'd try not to assume anything.
I can't. My stupid Pegasus can't fit most places, so I have to like.
It's a tunnel, so it can do its little
Yeah.
wheeze thing.
We are travelers visiting your greatness. We have no purpose but to bask in the sights that you have to present to us. I am Valravan Gweratain Lanria, at your service. And he'll proceed and introduce everybody else in Elvish.
Okay. Its eyes light for a moment and says, "Names not recognized. State your business in Ithron."
He'll whisper to the party, like, what, the golem wants our business. What is our business here?
We're here to discover the lost city and bring it back to its former glory.
I don't think this golem knows that the city is lost. It seems to be behaving as though the city is, well and thriving.
Maybe you let him know it was lost, then he would appreciate our help.
I could try that. Great guardian of the city of Ethron, perhaps you may search your databanks for the current state of your surroundings. Your city has long fallen, and we are travelers here to restore its greatness if we can.
Its eyes blink for a moment. It says, "Error. Databanks damaged. Error. Extensive unit damage. Requesting repairs. Error. Communications offline."
How may we aid you in your repairs, great golem of Ethron?
You are not authorized.
No one who is authorized is still alive, my friend.
What's he saying?
Mm-hmm.
He wants repairs, but he doesn't want us to do it.
Oh, I could fix it.
Well, you
He hops off the
could.
slope.
Yeah, you could try. I don't know if he'll let you. I don't know if he can stop you right now. He's just ahead.
Just ahead. A flaming skull is just ahead.
The last thing that was just ahead lit my ass up.
Yeah.
Is there a control panel somewhere as Edmund approaches it?
We have talented engineers with us, and though we are not authorized for your repair, none that are authorized are in your vicinity. So I pray that you will allow us to aid you.
Authorization denied. Do not approach unit. Will be met with lethal force.
He'll relate this to Edmund. He really doesn't want you to mess with him, Edmund.
Is there a rock Frey could sit on and just watch this happen?
Oh yeah.
Excellent. Oh wait, I'm still on my skeleton, aren't I?
Yes.
All right,
What?
never mind.
What are we authorized to do, great heads?
No one's asked me that before.
What are visitors to your city normally authorized to do?
You must go to, and you hear some garbled sounds in its banks. Welcoming center for proper processing and authorization.
Well, we will head there now. May you direct us there.
This looks like a control panel.
Its eyes blank
Yeah,
for a moment.
At this point, Varro's probably just distracting him because Edmund's just doing whatever that
Yeah,
wants
as
to
you get
do.
over there. Its eyes blink and says, error. Databanks damaged. Error. Unit location compromised. Yeah, Edmund, you can approach and you see what looks like very fancy arcane circuitry. Like, kind of in its... It'd actually probably be in its, like, neck area, be inside. It wouldn't have anything on the outside.
Yeah. Can I start messing with it?
Sure, you can start messing with it.
I'm gonna be in the back here. I'm still talking to it, but I'm gonna be far
Yeah.
away from.
As soon as you start jacking with it, the
Even
golems.
Frey, who likes to make a fight, is like, nah.
Yeah.
It's a giant dangerous head.
Yeah. What is everybody's reaction as Edmund crawls into its neck?
Unsurprised.
Or Owen's still trying to talk to it and like distract it. but
yeah.
He's in the back.
Yeah, we're definitely having the conversation, but so Edmund, as you reach into that neck area and start kind of fiddling around with things, you see its eyes suddenly kind of glow into a red color, and it says, "Security systems activated. Intrusion alert. Error. Armaments not found." But then it says, "Deploying gas." And you see its faceplate opens and it exhales this cloud of green gas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Green gas. All up in this room. And I'm going to need all of you to give me some con saves.
On saves from the gas.
Con saves from the gas. I'll give
They're trying to
Robin,
poison us?
you and Frey, you and Lord Marbury advantage because you would.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Said you were-
rolled 22 with one of us. So,
Yes, you did.
So I'll just take that.
You know what that's going to do?
Hmm.
Put us over to the CRIT. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba.
Wait, is it trying to poison us?
This does look like poisonous gas.
I have advantage on saving throws against poison.
Oh, snap. I think the monk might have something against poison as well.
Lord Marbury needed that. Oh, I guess he rolled a 19.
I'll just let this.
Yeah, I think monks are just immune to poison, aren't they?
Is that the case?
Like,
That's pertinent information. This rolls correctly. Oh, I rolled
shit.
pretty bad damage too.
Oh, you did, but yeah.
19?
It's a DC 19 con save for 30 poison damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. Although you guys rolled some very impressive saves.
I take half of half because I'm resistant. to poison.
Annoyingly impressive saves, in fact.
For those of us that are just taking half the damage, that's literally all the 10 hit points. That's just, it's just
yeah.
straight up the 10 hit points.
That's true.
Mine's half of half.
Oh, yeah, yours is half. Okay.
Will you allow me to use a flash of genius to hold my breath as the mouth opens?
Flash of genius to hold your. Oh, instead of like using an expenditure of flash of genius, do that.
No, I'm using flash. I'm flavoring it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Right.
Edmund, I will give you natural advantage first because you're actually in its neck area. So even though you're the one that triggered it, you're actually the best way to kind of avoid the worst of it.
Even worse.
Okay.
Sorry, how much damage did I take? Was that half?
You're immune to poison.
Chad is
You're
saying.
straight- yeah.
Chad is saying you're immune to poison.
So let's breathe it in.
Nice.
I guess that's a
That
monk feature.
Yeah. That's purity of body. Yeah. Thanks, chat.
May have been
Forgot
the
about that.
first time I've thrown a bunch of poison damage at you guys.
I know. I was like,
Yeah.
that hasn't come
Yeah,
into play.
Yeah.
exactly.
Sorry, how many temporary hit points did you say we have?
15.
Oh, okay. I had that wrong.
Yeah, so all of you that made the save, you just take the 15 poison damage, except Frey, who's
7.
resistant
7,
against
yeah.
poison. Yeah. I rolled pretty bad on a 10d8.
Couldn't make it
Oh,
full
geez.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you rolled. There was like 4 ones.
Yeah, I rolled really bad damage, so. But you guys also made really good saves.
Yeah.
Lord Marbury also takes the half damage.
Yes. So yeah, that's the 10 hit points.
And I think skeletons might be immune to poison as well. Is that the case?
I mean, it's dead.
They
And they
are.
have no
They are
heads.
immune to poison. Yep, they don't care.
My goat. No, not my goat.
Oh, the goat. The goat is fucked, though. The goat is definitely fucked.
No.
Takes takes a deep breath. Just foams at the mouth.
No, the consequence of my action.
Oh, the poor goat.
How many AoE effects can I use to kill Edmund's creatures?
Yeah.
All of them.
All of them.
His bag is becoming a trauma machine where we watched animals die terrible deaths,
Mhm.
like one after the other.
Yeah. Yep, it spews this poisonous gas everywhere in retaliation. And then as its eyes flick over, you guys are allowed to respond. You do note that it appears to still be a head that can't move. And Edmund, you are you know what, give me a roll of your Tinker's tools. What are you trying to do exactly?
Restore its data. Break it? I don't know.
Yeah, you feel like it's
Hasn't decided
been
yet.
it's been so damaged. I feel like the only thing that you could do here is try to destroy it from inside.
All right. I ready my beam cannon.
Well, I
You just try to unplug it. From
I was gonna let you do it with tools. I like that your first reaction was like, all right then. Bzzz. Let's see. I can't fix it, so lightning right through the neck. You feel
We
like
It's off.
we just got 2001 unplug. Yeah.
yeah, you feel like I was gonna have you roll a Tinker's Tools check to try and like do it surgically instead of lasery. But that is certainly your prerogative. There you go. All right, with an awesome use of your tools, despite having it freak out at you being in there, and it was correct in that assumption that you would be able to actually disable it from inside of its head using a combination of magic and various arcane glyphs and systems on there. It's instead of like wires, it's all magic shit. But you're able to kind of trace it and play the little sliding block puzzle that involves disabling the inside of the golem, and it is shut off. And miraculously, most of you, even though it was a scary bit of gas that pumped out of that, are kind of okay afterwards. And I think that's where we're going to end our session for now. As we've
Next week we'll go into the scary shadow.
That's
cave.
right, the scary shadow cave. Edmund is our MVPC this session. Please vote, or please roll on our table.
Ooh,
You
second
find a
level
spell scroll of 2nd level lodged in that iron golem's neck somewhere. I like we can usually flavor these in some
Yeah.
context. Scroll of enhance ability.
Nice.
All right, that will do it for this week's session of Rime of the Frostmaiden. Thank you to Chris, Heather, Rochelle, Raymond, and Reese for playing, and thank you to all the wonderful fans for watching, and thank you to all of the patrons. Shoutouts to Platinum patrons Joe, Will, Thomas, Stan, William, Brandon, Genocider, David Eclectic, Roleplay Roll, Christopher Bryan, William, David, Corey, Koa1337, Kyle, Matthew, Big Nut, Greenlee, John, Infernus, and Chris. And gold patrons RPG Papercrafts, Pretty Boy, and Yuma, Marcus, Dead Lizard Lounge, Sam, Lumpy Spuds, Jerome, Nathan, Fast Like a Tortoise, Scott, Stephanie, Refus, and Carolyn. Thank you all very much for your support. Live streaming our D&D adventures every week, and we will see you next time.
See you next week. Yeah, that's a good point. Lightning inside the neck of an iron golem may have gone badly for you. Electrify the whole thing.